Oh man, Grady Judd, our favorite sheriff in the United States out in Florida, he drops a nuclear bomb on Tampon Tim and Jacob Fry and all the libtards in Minneapolis. It's insane, man. These guys, I love the laws in Florida. I mean, I kind of do want to live in Florida, not just for the weather, but for the law and order that has been happening over there. I know a lot of you guys are familiar with his work and how he is no holds bar on calling out the criminals for what they are.
Let's do this. Let's send out the message loud and clear. And it should start with the mayor, the police chief, the local sheriff, and the governor of Minnesota. Cooperate with law enforcement officers. Don't resist them. Don't violently resist them. If you do violently resist them, if you do felonious assaults with 2-ton weapons, expect to be shot. Hello everyone, Chef Grady Judd here. I've been asked by media outlets and several people to comment on the event that occurred in Minneapolis yesterday. Let me make one thing abundantly clear. You have to be accountable for your conduct. And that starts with the mayor. Did you hear his filthy talk? Did you hear his filthy, uninformed talk yesterday to the people not only of the city and the state, but across the nation? Shame on you. That's lack of professionalism. Now let's look at the event. The investigation's not complete. I am giving you context on the video clip that I saw. Law enforcement officers, federal law enforcement officers, ICE agents, were trying to take the occupant of the car out of the vehicle. During this encounter, the vehicle backed up and then drove directly at the ICE agent. That is a deadly weapon, a 2-ton deadly weapon. So what did the occupant expect? They should have expected to be shot when you commit a deadly assault on a law enforcement officer. So let's do this. Let's send out the message loud and clear. And it should start with the mayor, the police chief, the local sheriff, and the governor of Minnesota. Cooperate with law enforcement officers. Don't resist them. Don't violently resist them. If you do violently resist them, if you do felonious assaults with 2-ton weapons, expect to be shot.
Wow.
How
can you disagree with that? You can't. And Judd is always correct. He is always right. It's anybody? No, he is always right. And he is right on this one. Dead on right. Well, here we go.
FAFO, but also my condolences. But let me just say this. If you try to run over a federal agent, you will get shot. Stop trying to spread this propaganda like ICE did something wrong. Move! FAFO, but
you can't argue with that. You cannot argue with that. You know, this is one of the best rants, and we've been seeing a lot of them. And today's show is we're just going down the rabbit hole of the loony left. And it is a special weekend edition. I usually, unless the news is just insane, then and I have time to do it, and today I do, to cover this. And this is a rant, and this guy is an Army veteran, and he's a film critic, and he argues that white women's lack of personal struggles leads them to adopt causes like BLM. I mean, why are white liberal retards concerned about BLM. It's beyond comprehension, because you would just think normal people are going to think, well, all lives matter. What are you doing? What are you doing? I know it's the fringe left blacks that had started this, and we all saw what happened with that, all the fundraising for BLM, and all of a sudden there's all this fraud activity, squandering the money. Black Lives Matter, millions upon millions of dollars coming in it. Did they help the black community? Did they? Did any of that money go to help build some playgrounds or sports equipment at the school? Good night. I mean, we could name programs at the school, new additional programs at different schools for music, band, whatever. Like I said, I mean, did any of that? So BLM was a bunch of BS. And I am trying not to cuss, especially hearing Judd say how filthy Jacob Frey's language was. You know, it does kind of put you in your place, right? Like we shouldn't cuss. I mean, sometimes I know we do, and it's just the way it is. Or they're worried about Ukraine. These white liberal, and it's mostly white liberal women. Now there are white liberal men out there doing this retarded stuff, and he's drawing his conclusions from Malcolm X, which critiques white liberals as hypocritically dangerous, and more so than conservatives, with a top citing the dismissal of white female activists. I mean, it is crazy. It is crazy. I mean, wow. So let's take a look at him. And I'm telling you, what he says is, it's right on, right on, right on. And it's a 2-minute video, so here we go. You know, a lot of these videos that I keep going through, I mean, the levels are different, so I'm really trying not to hit the button and it goes and just kill your ears, because I've done that in the past, and I apologize for past videos who have done that. So I'm trying to avoid that. Here we go.
The reason why white liberal women are the most dangerous things on the planet is quite simple. They have nothing in their life that they have to worry about. No struggles, no problems. They wake up, they got to figure out what coffee they're going to drink, what robe they're going to put on, what shade of makeup they have to put on, or whatever. They don't really have problems in their life. So they're bored and they have nothing to do. And us being human,
they have nothing to do. On top of propaganda and being indoctrinated as well. So you have these bored women doing this. And it is Lex Luthor level genius. I bring this up in a lot of videos, and I'm going to continue to, because I think these groups, George Soros groups, these paid, organized, these think tanks, because somebody had thought of all of this to propagandize American women and men. Hate yourself because you're white. It's Lex Luthor level genius that they have perpetrated this. And then on top of that, okay, you got bored women. They don't have nothing to do. Well, apparently she had something to do. She has 3 children. What is she doing? Why wasn't she home cleaning the house or at a job? I don't know. I'm just asking questions here. Well, what is she doing? If she doesn't work, that's fine. She's got 3 kids, but I'm sure there's a ton of laundry at the house. She's got to prepare for dinner. Did she need to go shopping for dinner that night? I got 1 kid I'm dealing with, and I know there's no way I could go drive to another state and go act a fool. I got stuff to do. I have stuff to do just with 1 child. School, basketball games, you go to the bank, you got to go grocery shopping, you got to plan for dinner, you got to thaw some meat out. You're like, oh my gosh, I got to do something for dinner. You got to pull that meat out in a minute. I'm just talking about basic things that we do every single day to give us something to do. Now, whether we all prioritize different things, okay, that's fine. So what are you prioritizing? Are you prioritizing like, oh yeah, the car needs gas, because I need gas tomorrow morning to take my kid to school. Oh man, we need some grocery. He's out of bread. We need lunch meat. We need this. I mean, there's all kinds of things to do. And my God, she's got 3 children. And the circulation of her abusing her child is false. I've researched it. There's no sheriff's reports, police reports, documentation that she got her kids taken away. All of that is false. And I don't like it that if you're a conservative Christian or whatever, I'm sure you're posting responsibly. So please be posting responsibly, that you fact check stuff before you post it, right? I think that's our duty, and that's what we should be doing, right? As good stewards of truth. So not just to get clicks and likes, we're here to produce the truth. Amen? Amen.
Humans, thousands of years of being hunter-gatherers and struggling to survive. It's really been like the last 100+ years where Western civilization, you could really just chill and live your life.
Yeah.
So it's still hardwired in your DNA to find something to fight against, because that's what we've done most of our history. So the white liberal woman with nothing to do, she sees somebody else's problem and she imprints it onto herself. That way, she has something to do. She has something to fight against. And the most dangerous part, she's not bored anymore. I mean, why?
Yeah, but the thing is, I agree with him on being wired as hunter-gatherers and conquering and these kinds of things, that's what we did. But that was more for men. What did women do? Right? I'm just going out on a limb here. I would think most of the women, they're at home. They're taking care of the kids. They're taking care of the house. They were Susie Homemaker. It's just since women's feminazi, women's lib, teaching the kids back in late 60s, early 70s, promoting this, women don't need to be married. They don't need to be barefoot pregnant in the kitchen. And now we have generation after generation after generation of women who aren't getting married. They're having children out of wedlock, or they're getting married, getting divorced at high, massive rates, kids being raised with no father. But I do agree with him on the point of men doing this, but I don't think I'm just thinking it's not necessarily for women in this case. I think women's instinctive is to nurture, to have children, to nurture. But if she's bored, now that she's bored, she doesn't have a husband helping guide her, they guide each other. No, she has a wife guiding her, talked her into going down there to protest, and even says it in a video that she's sorry she talked her into it. And we have video of her going, drive, baby, drive. Why would you tell her to do that? And police officers have guns, and there's a guy in front. What are you doing? But getting back to the point, I think the women are more nurturing. We're more nurturing throughout history. I think it's just in the DNA. Let me know what you think about that.
Why do you think they put the LGBTQ flag in her bio, the Palestine flag, the Venezuela flag, the Ukraine flag, there's a lot of flags now that I think about it. They was there for BLM, Stop Asian Hate. They start to push all of this stuff because they have nothing themselves that they have to fight against. And the scariest part is they don't give a fuck about any of it.
They don't. Why would you care about Palestine? Why? Why would you care? This is happening on the other side of the planet, and we all know that Hamas attacked Israel. I mean, we don't need to get into a big discussion about that. If facts are facts, let's be honest. If liberals can't, by the way. They have to twist and turn. It's all about design, creating this insanity and these people. And again, I think a lot of them are getting paid, and I don't know if I haven't seen any documentation that she was paid. Now, I know it was saying that she was part of a community that organize and go after ICE, and she was part of this kind of group that's doing this. So whether she was getting paid or not, I don't know. I don't know, but I wouldn't doubt it that somebody was paying her to do this, to go. She had different state license plate on her vehicle. I don't know. I did read something that said she was living there.
They don't care what's happening in Palestine. They don't care what's happening in the Ukraine. They don't even care what happened in Venezuela. The Venezuelans are cheering and they're telling them to stop cheering. They don't really care. They just want to be seen as important. And that's the most dangerous thing. These people do not care about your problems. If it's not popular, they're not going to say anything about it. You want to know how I know? How come nobody is talking about what's happening in the Congo and Sudan right now? I'll wait. They tell you they love black people, but let me be walking down the sidewalk at night. They're going to clutch that purse a little harder or probably cross the street. They claim not to be racist, but have a legitimate superiority complex when it comes to other people who do not look like them. It's all just a virtue signal and a grasp of trying to be relevant, bro.
I agree. All right, so I pulled this up because there is so much misinformation. And again, guys, if y'all read something that's slandering Renee Cole, you need to go and fact check it, because you just need to. All right, you just need to. So there's no evidence showing that she was abusing her children. Now, I could say that there's some kind of mental abuse by indoctrinating her children to be radicalized. Now, y'all can disagree with me all day long if you want. I think it's wrong. Why would you take a young mind full of mush and indoctrinate hate into them? Right? I'm just saying that they need to grow up and think for themselves. You need to instill Christian values in them and teach them Jesus is the way, the light, the only way to get to the Father. That's what you should be doing. And I'll say why I said that here in just a moment. We're going to get to a little bit of her bio. I've got to get this thing in here right for you. So, well, actually, it was for me so I could scroll it. All right, this is a little bit of bio on her. I had asked Grok to investigate Renee Good's background. And Grok is one of the best search engines right now. It's number one. Renee Cole Good, full name often listed as Renee Cole McLean Good. She was a 37-year-old U.S. citizen fatally shot by an ICE agent in Minneapolis on January 7th, 2026. This is her personal life. She was born in Colorado Springs, Colorado. She lived in Kansas City, Missouri, before moving to Minneapolis about a year prior. She was a mother of two teenagers, ages 15 and 12, from her first marriage, and a 6-year-old son. Her second husband, Timmy Ray McLean Jr., or Tim McLean. That sounds kind of Irish or Scottish, right? Died in 2023 at age 36. Now, I was curious of how did he die, but I didn't go research it. Later, she married Rebecca, her wife at the time of her death. Family members describe her as compassionate, loving, forgiving, affectionate, and a devoted Christian who participated in youth mission trips to Northern Ireland. She identified as part of the LGBTQ alphabet soup. Now, this is why I was bringing up. Teach your children Christ is the way, the only way to get to the Father. Jesus died to save us from our sins because we cannot do it on our own. We are all sinners. But look, it's saying they're describing her. They said she's a devout Christian. All right. This is the thing, guys. She's promoting. She marries a woman. Right? She's promoting alphabet soup community. She identifies in it. She's creating havoc. What more do you want me to say? She is not a Christian. A Christian would not do this. A person who literally follows Christ. I don't want to hear, well, a Baptist or Presbyterian. No. We're talking a follower of Jesus Christ. And you got your King James Version Bible. That's who you're following. That's your doctrine. That is the is. Jesus is the way. This, I'm sure her family had put this in here, put this information out. Grok pulls from the internet, pulls all the relevant information, but this is on another spiritual level, right? So to me, she is not a Christian, and I don't even care if I get hate. It doesn't matter. Truth is truth. A Christian does not promote this. A Christian shouldn't be openly promoting sin. Correct? Correct. Education and career. Good initially studied vocal performances in college, but shifted to creative writing. She graduated from Old Dominion University in Virginia in December 2020 with an English degree. Professionally, she worked as a dental assistant and at a credit union before becoming a stay-at-home mom in recent years. She should have just kept staying at home. An award-winning poet and writer, she won a university-level prize from the Academy of America's Poets in 2020 for her poem on learning to dissect fetal pigs. What? To dissect fetal pigs. All right, I didn't go look up that poem, all right? I just didn't. She sang, including in high school choir, played guitar as a hobby, and co-hosted a podcast with her second husband. I haven't seen any footage of that, and I haven't researched it. Family statements indicate she was not deeply involved in political activism or prior protests. Boy, I guess you can become radicalized like really fast. With no significant criminal record beyond possibly a parking ticket, however, she acted as a community member and a legal observer monitoring ICE activities in Minnesota. What is that? Acted as a community member and legal observer of monitoring ICE activists in Minneapolis. I'm sorry. What? What is that? Why do you have to be watching them? What are you doing? Presented during enforcement operation to support neighbors. To support neighbors. That should have been to support illegals and keep them in. On the day of the incident, reports suggest she's returning from dropping her youngest child at school. Online claims, primarily on social media, alleging child abuse or loss of custody lack verification from reputable sources and appear to be unsubstantiated rumors. Mainstream reporting from outlets like The Advocate, BBC, and Washington Post portrays her as a creative, family-oriented individual with a good but hard life. A good but hard life. All right, continuing down the absurdity of what's happening, and I don't know how long this video is going to go, but we're gonna cover a lot of stuff today for the weekend show. All right, so now we have retard Senator Tina Smith, Democrat, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Here we go. Is mad that there's a video out now providing that Renee Good targeted and drove into the ICE agent in Minneapolis. Smith's lies about what happened have gotten obliterated. She's a fraud and a traitor to our law enforcement. What's insane is we can all be watching the same video. We can all be watching the same video, right? And then you get this other crazy aspect. Or either these people aren't watching the videos and they're just feeding into the leadership of saying otherwise. It's just insane.
I know you've been at the scene of the shooting today. So, you have that context yourself, palpably. What do you see then when you see this video?
Well, I see a street that I have driven down myself probably hundreds of times. It's only a couple of miles from where I live, and the street that I visited today. First of all, you can see from this video that it is a lie to say that the officer was run over. And second of all, I could say I worked at the city of Minneapolis.
Now, wait a minute. I'll agree with her. It is a lie. that the officer got run over because he didn't get run over. I'll agree with her on that. He didn't get run over. Right? Here. He did not get run over.
I was the chief of staff. I've worked closely with law enforcement in my roles at state and local government, and I have never seen anybody describe as protocol holding a cell phone and taking video while you are simultaneously shooting a gun that ends up killing somebody. It's kind of unbelievable.
I know you've
Okay, so she says she's never heard of somebody simultaneously filming and shooting at the same time. Well, he's walking around the car. He's filming the license plate. He goes back. He's going back around and he's filming the front of the car because there's license plates on the front and back. Now, I'm in the state of Tennessee. We're not required to have a front license plate because most of these other states are retards that want you to have two plates. Yeah, I said it. So he's filming the vehicle. He's filming the vehicle. He's coming around. Now, as he comes around, what does she do? She starts coming at him with the car. He just happens to have the phone in his hand, and boy, was he pretty amazing whipping out that gun and taking care of business. Yeah, I said it. Look, I'm sorry the woman got killed, but good God. Stop it. I saw something earlier that was saying that they were here. Now, I didn't verify this, but it makes sense that some other people were like, hey, man, I don't think I should be driving down there, even though they're an activist, because something bad could happen to me, obviously. That should be the message. It's that you F around and you're going to find out. That's a good message to have. All right, I got a video from Cam Higbee. If y'all don't know who Cam Higbee is, he's boots on the ground. He's an independent journalist. Go check out his YouTube page and go check out his X page. But he's in Minneapolis, and he says Minneapolis rioters attempted to push him out of the way, and another individual on top of inching the slope to ice. Did I even read individuals on top of inches of sloped ice? Yeah, okay, so they're on top of ice, right? Sometimes when I'm reading and I'm just trying to paraphrase and it just gets gobbledygook, so work with me. He's saying Minneapolis rioters attempted to push myself and other individuals on top of inches of sloped ice. There we go. We got it together, baby. And again, if y'all watch my videos, I'm not editing in this. Y'all see me. This is me doing this, right? I'm not editing it. I don't really have the time. It takes forever to edit stuff. My 360 camera shows him deliberately running into me and trying to make me fall at the federal building. So let's see what Cam got on footage. Let me get this in there for you. Boom, here we go.
This guy hates veterans.
Get the fuck away from me.
Oh, look, his bodyguard, Fox News guy.
Don't fucking come up to me. You gonna touch
Look
me?
at Fox News
You gonna
guy.
touch me?
Are you gonna touch me?
No, so get
Hi, how's it going?
fuck off me.
Hey.
You fascists.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you. There, guys, there. Sorry, watch out. Excuse me, coming through.
Excuse me. Don't push me on the ice.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm still good. Sorry about that. Apologize. Hey, everybody. Sorry.
Don't slip in my area again.
Your area? Is this your land?
This guy literally touched a 3-year-old girl in D.C. and then tore down the veterans encampment. This guy tore down the veterans encampment. Oh, trying to pull United States. Oh, hi. Charlie Kirk's a disgraced dictator.
Yeah.
How does it feel? This guy hates veterans.
Wow, man, Cam's all decked out, man. He's got some good gear on. But where do you find these retards? This guy right here, what a retard. And him backing in going, excuse me. What a retard. You know, sometimes in the midst of insanity, the midst of despair, and you might think all is lost, there's this glimmer of light and hope that there's some funny stuff happening.
Attention retards. I repeat, attention retards. If you're a Minnesota Democrat snowflake, please move along. We're trying to get rid of all you retards from our small towns and cities. So if you watch CNN, you're definitely retarded, and you need to leave now. Please grab your belongings and join this group of retards leaving the city. We will deport you back to Retardistan, a beautiful
Retardistan.
place full of specially retarded people like you. Believe me.
Oh my God. I am so sorry. I'm coughing. Well, what was that like? What was the name of the country?
Believe me.
Wait.
People like you, especially retarded people like you. Believe me.
Wait.
Back to Retardistan.
Retardistan. I wish I would have thought of that. And they wrote, who did this? I don't know who did this. I guess I could ask Grok. Let me ask Grok. It's not saying who did it. It's just saying it's an AI generated, mimicking Donald Trump's voice. It's hilarious. Oh my God. You're heading back to Retardistan. It's epic. Well, here we go. We got a woke farmer. The woke farmer, a radical left extremist and agitator, is already out of jail and back harassing DHS agents at Whoopington ICE facility. Freshly released and already itching for a round two. Don't be shocked when he does something stupid and gets cuffed for it. These people.
Constitution. You just pepperballed a combat infantry veteran for my First Amendment right, for practicing our constitutional rights. You are traitors. Every one of you is a traitor. Fuck you, Nazis. Fuck you, you traitorous fat fucking piece of shit. Shame on you, you institution.
Oh, man. This guy is a complete retard. Complete retard. If he's a veteran, then he should know, you know. They're lawfully doing their job. But no, he's a snowflake retard. Or he knows this and he's getting paid. You pick, guys. Is somebody a complete snowflake retard and needs to go back to Retardationville? I mean, or they're getting paid to spout this nonsense, to keep the rhetoric and the pressure on and keep creating chaos. Which one is it? This is where my mind's going. Because it doesn't take a rocket scientist, even a small child could realize, oh, well, there's bad people in the country because bad Biden let these people in. And now President Trump was elected to get them out. And they're trying to get them out. But then you have these people doing this. And he's saying, I'm a veteran and you're a traitor. You're against me having my rights. No, nobody's. If you were standing there just quietly and had a sign up, I mean, but you guys are blocking streets, building barricades, blowing annoying whistles. You've got those bullhorns, I guess they're called bullhorns, shouting stupid stuff, throwing snowballs at them. No, that's not your American right to do that. No. I think Trump has been too nice. I don't know when the line will be crossed, guys. Maybe somebody could tell me in the comment when you think the line would be crossed, where he can go in and do the Insurrection Act. Just send in the military and do something with these people. Here we have Minneapolis. This was yesterday. Violent far left rioters gathered at the Canopy by Hilton Hotel to try to storm it, believing ICE to be inside. They were held back by security, and a female rioter spat on a security guard's face when he wouldn't let her rush in. Now, I think I do have a clip of it if we get to it. I'm just going down, and because I gathered up a bunch of stuff to do this when we'll get to it. But apparently, at a hotel, an employee took pictures of some ICE agents who were staying in the hotel and posted it on social media. So this could be why they were sent here. Okay, so when we got this information, I'm not sure. I've just been gathering information all morning. So if we come across that, we will see that. But that did happen. Somebody posted it, and apparently they got fired. Now, I do need to ask Grok if that did happen, but they had pics of it. And they had pics, and, well, you know, they can AI generate anything. Did y'all see that? Did you see her spit on him? Man, I can't believe he didn't just go BAM! Because I think that is an assault. She could have some kind of venereal disease. She could have AIDS. I'm just saying. That is the most disgusting thing and degrading thing for somebody to spit in your face. You let me know what you think in the comments. How would you react? I don't know how I would react. That's a tough call. That's a tough call. But watch how she progressively gets more just like she's possessed by a demon. Watch it. Okay, she's just slowly getting more and more irate. They're actually holding her back. Oh! She's kicking her feet. This is insane. This is insane. There's the whistles. Oh, God. Right there, he should have just been spraying them with spraying them with the pepper spray. Get it all up in that whistle, like I said yesterday. Just spray them. But I don't think this guy here, I don't know if he's an ICE agent. I don't know why he's blocking the door, because he's not dressed. He doesn't have the armor on. He's not having any weapons. So I don't know what's going on with that. But he's not allowing them to go in to the hotel. And here we have more insanity on top of insanity. So it's like, what the hell is even going on in Minnesota? Where are these people allowed to just take over wherever they want? This is what this guy's saying. I mean, what do these people come from, and what is their end goal? I don't think that the neighborhood, this neighborhood, see all these houses lined up beside all of this? I mean, would they barricade their own street where they can't get out? To go to the grocery store, you got to go a certain way. But no, these people, you're going to make yourself have to go a whole different route. It says at this point, the rest of functioning society has to say that enough is enough. This is like third world tactic stuff here. Third world. I mean, this is insane. This is insane.
So over here, it looks like people are just hanging out, just burning shit, and then just it looks like a lot of different people out here today, man. A lot of different people out here. You feel me? But the weirdest thing out here is just.
I have some more footage of that we're gonna come across, but that's insane. They'll have some footage. You see, they're cooking in the middle of the street. They got just like when we saw, like, what, a month or two ago at some of the ICE facilities in Chicago and Ohio, where they were set up, where they had tents, tarps, awnings, all down the sidewalk where it was set up with all kinds of food and they were cooking. They gave them drinks. I don't even know if somebody dropped off a porta potty, but good God, you had all these people out there, and they'd lasted for over 100 days. So these people every day were doing this. So somebody was paying them. And they didn't even live in the area, and they were out doing that. It was insane. It was insane. Check this out. We're fixing to look at this video. This post captures a heated anti-ICE protest outside the Canopy by Hilton in downtown Minneapolis, and this happened yesterday. Well, it's saying today, too, yesterday and today, where hundreds of mostly young demonstrators attempted to storm the hotel, believing it housed agents involved in the fatal shooting of local activist Renee Nicole Good earlier that week. Accompanying video shows crowds, including apparent minors in hoodies and masks, chanting and forcing entry through doors and barriers with security and police intervening. 30 arrests followed as agitators allegedly assaulted guards, per local reports. Replies highlighted risks to children, questioning parental oversight and police response, while framing the event as potential exploitation by radical groups amid escalating nationwide unrest over immigration enforcement tactics. I think they should impose martial law. Trump should impose martial law. Do the Insurrection Act, impose martial law. You have to go in before dusk. That's it. That's it. If you're not, bring in huge buses and the military and round these people up. Just round them up. This person who posted this, he's saying basically this is unacceptable. Who's permitting this at the Canopy Hotel? He said he hasn't even seen a cop in sight, not once. I think there was another video I was looking at. I don't know if it was last night, because I did plan on last night doing a special show today covering a lot of this, saying that the police just left. So maybe I got that video in my show prep list. I have a whole massive list of show prep tabs to go through, guys. So I'm just trying to hit them, and they're all they're going to be in different orders. I mean, there's just so much. I mean, how can I keep up? I need some help. If you like what you see in my show, if you like, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, that like button, and then share it. Don't even worry about hitting the alert button. I subscribe to too many channels to hit that bell because it would just drive me nuts, and I get it. Just checking your feed, or you can go to your subs, and then you can look to see what everybody's posted. That's what I usually do. Is just go to my subs, the people I sub to, and then it'll pull it up and it'll show me everything that they've just posted, all the different people. So it works out that way for me. But make sure you like and subscribe. We need to get that algorithm out and get this information out. And I appreciate it because YouTube don't like it. And if I was a left-wing lunatic nut, I guarantee you, man, I'd probably have a million subscribers. But that's not what I'm all about. I mean, I do need some subscribers, obviously, right? But no, I don't need it on that kind of a massive scale to sell out just so I could have that. No, I'm going to speak the truth. And obviously, the truth hurts YouTube. Look at this.
They're raiding the hotel. Raiding the hotel. Please retweet. If you're watching, please retweet, y'all. They busted the door open. People are raiding the hotel. Please retweet. Human Events
How'd they get that
Daily
side door
coming to you
open?
live. Downtown Minneapolis. They're busting the doors. Some protesters trying to cause peace. Antifa agitators.
Antifa agitators.
Small cells within the group breaking into the hotel. Please retweet.
Let's lead by example.
Look, you got somebody in there with a camera. What are they doing in there?
Let's lead by example, guys,
I don't know how they got those doors open. I guess all Hilton hotels everywhere in these other places that we're having these problems need to have security. Again, guys, they need to send in the military. I think most Americans would be like, hell yeah, that's what we want to see. That's what we want to see. Because this is absurd. This is out of control. This is just out of control. Oh my God. Those stupid they are annoying. Would you just be annoyed being there? Well, I wouldn't be there in the first place, but just think about it. Just think like, oh my God, all that noise, a bunch of young people acting retarded. They need to go back to Retardedville. Retardedville. All right, we have a little bit of light here of some sanity. And let's see what she says. That she posts this. She says people in Minnesota are fed up and are speaking out. They want their state back, and they want the communists out. Want the commies out. I bet you what, New York's going to be saying that. They're already irritated where they got that stupid music playing 5 times a day to call to prayer. Yeah. To call to prayer, the stupid Islam. Yep. There we go.
Oh, gosh. Where do I go? Where do I start? Hi, I'm Samantha, and yes, I live in Minnesota. No, I'm not a proud Minnesotan. It's another day of embarrassment. We are definitely in a FAFO era. I pray for our state. I pray for our supposed leaders who are not taking their position seriously. They have allowed so much to go wrong. And us Minnesotans, the ones who have been woken to all of what's going on, we're sick and tired of it. We want our money back. We want our state back. We want our flag back.
Yeah.
Is that too much to ask? Can y'all just start listening to the ICE agents, to DHS? Is that so hard to ask?
Well, look, I'm gonna say this. I think if they start arresting these people, and I hope this comes out, they start arresting a bunch of these people, that they don't have driver's license from other states. Because this woman and other people who actually live in the state, why would you be destroying everything? Now, there might be a few of them, okay. They might have found a few quacks in the area. Okay, I get it. But this massive scale, I don't know, man. I don't know. I would like to know what the percentage would be on how many of these people are bussed in for this. Boy, this guy says, I'm not an activist. He says, I'm pissed. I'm a pissed off citizen. Because our leadership has led us in this into complete failure. Stop being complicit and understand what you're fighting for, and don't be silent. Portland is being overrun by communists. Now, this is happening in Portland. So, again, this is happening in different states at the same time. That it's just organized, man. This is just some organized BS, gobbly-goo. Look at the quality of this guy's camera. That's what I was noticing. But listen to what he says. This is important.
Laken Riley, remember that name too. That's why ICE is here. To get people out that want to kill
Y'all remember Lincoln Riley? She was murdered by an illegal.
people like us. They want to kill people like us. That's why ICE and Department of Homeland Security is here. To get the people out that want to kill your children. These people are coming from all over the country, all over the world. All over the world, doesn't matter what color they are. This isn't about race. This is about good and evil. And we got evil people flooding into this country. And that's what these ICE agents are here doing, is getting them out of here. And the ones that were here illegally had the opportunity to leave and they didn't take it.
That's true.
And these people are being given the opportunity. And you guys are doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. Except for voting for communists to put in your fucking city council.
Oh, man. That was dead on, man. That was dead on. What are you fighting for? I mean, I said in my video the other day, it's like, what did that woman die for? I mean, I read an article and they were saying that she was just a warrior, you know, she trained for this and all. What is she a warrior for? It's certainly not for America. So, what are you a warrior for? Letting illegal criminals stay here? Grape? Murder our children? People? Our elderly? Attacking them? What are you a warrior for? Just ask yourself this. We've seen too many stories of innocent young women and men getting killed by illegals. Whether they're in an 18-wheeler because they can't speak English, and California, Minneapolis, Minnesota, all of those people gave them CDL licenses. Or you have illegals driving regular cars and they are drunk. They're all drunk and they murder and kill our citizens. If they were not here, those people would still be alive. So on top of getting out these illegals where the ICE is having to go in, go door to door, go find these people, they're also having to deal with 18-wheelers of these illegals driving these giant death machines on our freeways. It is so vast and so massive what this Trump administration has to do to help save our country. I think he needs to do, I keep saying it, the Insurrection Act, and just militarize it all. Send in the strong arm of the military, which will become the police, until we get this under control. And these idiots make them stay home. They're not allowed to leave their house. I don't know what else to tell you. You're like, oh, Rochelle, well, that's kind of communist dictator kind of stuff. No, it's not. An innocent woman, well, she's not innocent, the woman, Miss Good, who got killed. I'm going to back that up because she was where she wasn't supposed to be. She was blocked in the middle of the road. And then her girlfriend tells her, drive, baby, drive. What a moron. What an idiot. So these snowflake retards who bought into the lie because they're bored, like that video we watched that guy say, so she gets there, she gets killed. More people are going to get killed unless you do send in the military and squad. Because it's not that big of a population that's doing this. I think most of Americans, we voted Trump into office. We want this done. So we need to quail this and quail it quick. I think Trump has been too nice, and a lot of this has just been let go. They need to, for sedition, they need to get Walls, Fry, arrest them, put in temporary people in their place. Put temporary people in their place until the people can go elect somebody else. Yeah, I said it. Get them out, arrest them for sedition. Then, because the police are not helping ICE, and the police should be helping ICE. The local militia should be helping ICE. The Border Patrol, everybody, hand in hand, working together to quail this problem. But what's holding them back? You got people like Tampon Tim and Fry getting out and saying the craziest stuff, and then just inciting inciting more violence. And he needs to go and do the same thing to Johnson and Pritzker in Chicago, in Illinois. He needs to go do the same thing. Arrest them for sedition. Arrest them for sedition. Calling the militia, ICE agents, Nazis, and fascists is... No. We cannot do this. We cannot allow this. We can't allow this on the air. Because you're inciting riots. More people are going to get killed. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I mean, this is insane, and this is retarded people on TikTok. I mean, I do not have TikTok, by the way. Actually, I did download it, and I was looking through it. I thought maybe I could utilize it as a tool in my shows. But I'm like scrolling, and I'm like, this is just mindless stupidity. I undownloaded it. I didn't want it. I'm like, so, I mean... between X and YouTube and other places, or I can get articles and news articles from other sources. I didn't need TikTok. I just couldn't deal with it, guys. I could not deal with it. The mindlessness and the retardnation of TikTok is beyond the pale. It's beyond the pale. Unbelievable. So you got leftist says she wishes Renee Good has succeeded in running over the ICE agent and admits she would have celebrated it if he died. Believe them when they tell you who they are. And it is so true. It is so true. So she had ran him over, and if she was arrested, I mean, we'd be having a different situation. The left would be celebrating her. I mean, it's insane. Right is wrong and wrong is right, ladies and gentlemen. I did a whole video on it a few days ago. The insanity, the spiritual and psychological warfare that is going on in America and in the world is real. The psychological warfare that we have because we have deranged people like this. Deranged.
Oh, well, she was trying to run him over. It's self-defense. I wish she was, and I wish she did. And guess what? If she did and he died, I would have celebrated because ICE aren't people.
Oh my God, she's the Joker. What? Is she one of the Joker, The Joker got a hold of her? What is happening here? Remember the first Batman movie with Nicholas, good night, I'm having a brain fart. You want me on that wall. You need me. Jack Nicholson. He plays the Joker, but what'd he do to the girls that were hung around with him? He cut their faces up and made them look like jokers. Look at this Joker.
Oh, well, she was trying to run him over. It's self-defense. I wish she was, and I wish she did. And guess what? If she did and he died, I would have celebrated because ICE aren't people. They're fucking demons in human form. Oh, well, she was...
Wow, she says they're demons in human form. Well, we know the enemy lies. Spiritual enemies. And she's possessed. She is getting... her information in her ear from something. For her to accuse law-abiding officers of being demonic, that's just crazy, right? So now she's saying, and so what she's saying is that you're gonna say he's demonic, but you're gonna celebrate his death. You're gonna celebrate the death of another person. That's demonic. That is the definition of being demonic, lady. What is happening? And look at the crazy tattoos on her. She's the one that's demonic. All right, we got protesters wearing safety vests are now blocking streets on their own and climbing on top of cars to rally. This situation is spiraling and calls for restoring order is growing louder. This is insane. This is crazy. Again, military needs to come out. I don't know, man. What a crazy time to be alive in the news. My little sister the other day was telling me, wow, if my older sister and my mom and dad were still alive, that how would they be reacting to this? It's insane. It is insane. It is just non-stop insanity. So what are we completely being distracted from something else, people? Wait a minute. Got my tinfoil hat on. Generally in the past, when something pops up in the news, and we all, a lot of us people, we thought, oh, we're being deflected from something else. So, what could we be being deflected from right now? By these stupid protesters, which has captivated all of our attention. In fact, Venezuela has just been pushed down. Trump wanting to go and take Greenland. That's kind of just, we're not hearing a lot of that at all. Now, I watched a press conference yesterday where Trump's like, well, we better take it or China or Russia's going to do it. And no, we don't want them to be in our hemisphere. No. We're going to protect this, and we're going to run it. He said, why protect something that you rent? Which I thought was interesting. No, you're going to protect what you own. You are going to protect what you own. So he's saying, yeah, we're going to take it. But I watched that roundtable last night, and it had all the most powerful executives and owners of oil companies, drilling companies, and all that on the planet. And Trump's like, all the media just kept asking Trump questions. He's like, wait a minute. I have all of these gentlemen here, and there was a woman there too, that are the most powerful people on the planet as far as oil, drilling, all of this. I'm paraphrasing what he said. And you have no questions for them? They're the most powerful in the oil business on the planet. And nobody had a question for them. Not one question. It was insane.
Who are y'all with?
Run
Look at this
over.
crowd.
When you start driving, I would, and I would keep pushing them.
Who are y'all with? Look, they think it's an autonomous city. They think they own this city.
This is
just because they
crazy.
have safety vests on.
This is crazy.
Just because they have safety vests on. So ridiculous. We own the street, right? Crazy.
Wow. This is insane.
Who are y'all with?
This is insane. Now, either something else is going to happen with ICE officers and other people pushing the envelope, or they're going to piss off the regular folk. I'm just making a prediction right here, folks, and God forbid anything happens. But I tell you what, you blocking some man, he's got to get to work, or he's got to take his kid to the hospital. Something's going to happen. I don't know, man. Anything could happen. There could be an emergency situation, and these idiots are blocking the road, and you can't get to a hospital. Or there's an ambulance that needs to go through. There's a fire truck that needs to go through. This has to be stopped. This is national security. This is national security of the cities itself as well. Okay, here's another retarded people. The people are retarded. And this man is an older man. And I always was taught to respect the older people. Respect them. Period. That's it. You show respect. But look at this guy. He's being interviewed. This liberal man is demanding that ICE agents be vetted before they come to Minnesota. We have no idea who they are or where they came from. I mean, they literally want to vet federal agents, but they do not want to do the same thing to immigrants living in the city. Insanity on top of insanity. Can you imagine? Oh, we want them all vetted. We don't know who these people are. Well, they're Americans. They live all across the country. They have families. They have wives. They have children. But nope. We don't care. We can't vet these illegals. Oh no, that's profiling. You're a racist. You are a racist if you vet an illegal or an immigrant. I'm going to call them illegal invaders. Illegal invaders. But the insanity knows no bounds.
And my larger question is, who are these people? Where are they coming from? What training do they have? You know, are they Proud Boys? Are they Oath Keepers? Where are they getting these people from? Because our police in Minneapolis have a hard time recruiting people, qualified people to go through training. Who are these guys? Where they're from? We don't know anything about them. And the fact they're all wearing masks to create that fear in everybody here, it leads me more to suspect, who are they? Where are they coming from? And I think it's a question for all of America. Where are these guys coming from? I don't know. And my larger...
It's not a question for me. They're Americans. They enlisted to serve the American people and to protect the American people. Whether you're ICE, your National Guard, your military, your police, you swear an oath to protect. Either police protect the cities, protect the people of their cities. Military, they take an oath to protect the country. Are you retarded? Yeah, he's retarded. This makes no sense to me, what he just said. This is dumb. I don't care where they're from. What if we invaded another country, or we go and attack another country, and their people are like, well, we don't know who they are. Where did they come from? America? No, we don't know because we can't see their faces. It's so stupid. I don't even know if that's a good analogy, but good God, it's dumb. This is retarded. We don't know who they are. You're lucky they're not guerrilla fighters like on the continent of Africa coming in and just plowing everybody down and stealing the children and the women and killing all the men. And you don't know who they are. Oh, you don't care about that. You don't care about what's happening in Sudan or these other countries or Nigeria. Where's the outrage? And you're so outraged about Palestinians, Hamas. You're so outraged. The children in Hamas. I've been seeing these commercials that pop up and literally asking me to send money for Hamas, for Palestinian children. It is completely retarded. No question of, oh, so what about all these people that were murdered, tortured, and killed in Israel on that day? On October 7th? Or was it 6th? Whatever, forgive me. Who cares? It happened. It happened. Oh, no. Not a word about all those people. If you haven't seen the movie by Dinesh D'Souza, is that how you say his last name? It is called The Dragon's Prophecy. I watched it a few nights back, and man, it was great. It was so good. I didn't realize how horrific the attack was by Hamas on Israel. And there's graphic footage as well at the beginning of the movie. At the beginning of the movie, it's showing real footage because these maniacs, these terrorists, this Hamas terrorists, filmed it. Filmed them burning down homes, busting down doors, searching for people, pulling them out, shooting them right there. It was insane. Women, children, men. Not a peep from the left. Nope, the propaganda you get, ladies and gentlemen, is, when Israel retaliated back, oh no, you're just killing children. You're just killing Palestinians. It is completely upside down and retarded. Seriously. I highly recommend you go watch The Dragon's Prophecy. Maybe I'll try to, let me write this down. Dragon Prophecy. And what I'll do is I'll put it in the description. I think you can go and watch a trailer of it. You can go watch a trailer of it. But then I do highly recommend. It was so good. It was so good. And then it goes on into different parts of the book of Revelation. Christians will love it. And if you're not a Christian, watch it. You just may become a Christian. Oh, man, this all just ties in together, ladies and gentlemen. U.S. Press Secretary Carolina Leavitt, but she's expecting a child, guys. Y'all pray that everything goes well for her. I like her a lot. She says, I'm happy to provide you with all the evidence that Governor Gavin Newsom is under criminal review for signing up illegal aliens to vote through his universal mail-in ballot criminal conspiracy. Now, what about Colorado? What's going to happen with Colorado? Colorado just passed some stupid bill where the whole entire state can vote by mail. That's when you know cheating is on the cray-cray.
Whom and why? And also, in this vein, does the White House still plan to issue an executive order banning mail-in voting, and what legal authority do you have to do that?
The White House is working on an executive order to strengthen our elections in this country and to ensure that there cannot be blatant fraud, as we've seen in California with their universal mail-in voting system. It's absolutely true that there's fraud in California's elections. It's just a fact. It is just a fact. They have a universal mail-in voting system, which we know is ripe for fraud. And if you want to deny that, I'm happy to provide you all of the evidence for it. I'd be glad to send that to you after this briefing.
Rigged.
Fraudulent ballots that are being mailed in the names of other people, in the names of illegal aliens who shouldn't be voting in American elections. There's countless examples, and we'd be happy to provide them. As for executive action the White House is taking, yes, we are looking into that. And like any executive order, of course, any executive order the president signs is within his full executive authority and within the confines of the law.
When he signs an executive order, ladies and gentlemen, when he leaves office, the next president can come in and that can go away. That can go away. So this needs to be, he could do an executive order now, but then they're going to need a bill to pass through the House and Senate. And ladies and gentlemen, it is important that we win the midterms. We have to stay in power. We cannot give, we don't need a balance with the left, I'm going to tell you right now. And I know all the different branches of power give balance. We don't need to give them an inch. They can't have no power. No say in nothing. No say in nothing. I said it. The left wants to destroy America. Mail-in ballots. And then that woman was asking, well, do you think it's not fraudulent, but disrupting or whatever how the term she used? I don't even want to play it back. But anyway, it's retarded. No, she says, we're going to show you the proof. Whoa. And I think this is going to happen in other blue states. They have been cheating. They have been cheating. And I think they need to find out with, especially Minnesota, since they're already there, is how many magic wands did Biden use to give these people illegal citizenship? They need to be rounded up and got out, so then they can reapply to become American citizens. They all need to be rounded up and got out because we don't know who is who and who is what. I don't care if they've been here 10 years. They need to go. They need to go. All right, we got retard on full display. Retard on full display. Portland Police Chief Bob Day breaks down crying when talking about the two illegals who were shot yesterday and went after agents and were affiliated with Trinidad. What am I missing here? What the heck? Why is he crying? What are you doing? What is this? The pussification of these? Pussification of these snowflake libtards that are in armed police. And he's a police chief.
I want to speak for just a moment specifically to my Latino community. It saddens me that we even have to qualify these remarks, because I understand, or at least have attempted to understand through your voices, your concern, your fear, your anger. This information in no way is meant to disparage or to condone or support or agree with any of the actions that occurred yesterday. But it is important that we stay committed to the rule of law, that we stay committed to the facts, that we stay a trustworthy and legitimate police department for all of Portlanders.
What is happening? What is happening? All right. This post shares a clip from Portland Police Chief Bob Days, January 9th, 2026. So this was yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, which I had put it in my show prep for today, where he tearfully addresses the Latino community after confirming 2 Venezuelan nationals shot by CBP agent the prior day and had ties to the Trinidad gang. Trinidad, my bad. A transnational criminal organization linked to human trafficking. The incident stemmed from a traffic stop uncovering a prostitution ring, during which the suspect allegedly tried to ram federal agents with their vehicle, leading to the shooting that hospitalized them and the arrest of 6 others amid subsequent protests outside an ICE facility. Day's hesitation to publicize the gang's affiliation. Are you kidding me? These people, citing historical, victim blaming, and community fears contrast sharply with the protests' incredulity and the thread's predominantly critical replies, which mock his empathy as weakness towards the violence offenders. It is absolutely retarded what he's done. You don't want to say, oh, well, yeah, they do traffic people and kill people, but we had to shoot them. And we're so sorry. We were hoping they would live and be able to traffic more American citizens and kill more American citizens. Oh, my God. I can't take it anymore. I hate this country. I hate everything about it. There needs to be more chaos. Oh, for Pete's sake. We got another retard alert. I'm just warning you. If you're a liberal, viewer discretion is advised, because we are going to expose the retardation of your mind and your organization. CNN, you're calling ICE terrorists and goons and threatening them to stop effing with us? This can incite violence against agents and put them in harm's way. What do you say about that today? And this is Representative Janelle Byram. Listen.
And just real quickly, there are folks that are going to hear you say things like state-sponsored terrorism. You put out as a statement, literally, stop fucking with us, was your words. These are goons. And they'll say that is raising the temperature and actually puts some of this law enforcement officers in greater danger. What do you say to that?
I said what I said.
Okay.
And that was the end of the clip. So I said what I said. I stand by what I said. I said the ICE agents, police, Trump administration, they're all goons and terrorists and Nazis and fascists. Because we hate this country. So it's not that they don't want to enforce law. They want to enforce the law. They want free speech, but they want to tell you what speech you can speak. I mean, it's insane. Everything is just the opposite. It reminds me of Willy Wonka. He says, just reverse that. So everything they say, it's just reverse that. Just reverse it. I tell you what, if Trump and he was working with an organization and he was funding them and they discover the cure for cancer, it's going to save millions of lives across the world. They would find something. Say, oh no, Trump is discriminating against people with cancer who want to die. I don't know. I mean, I can't think in crazy think. Can you think of a crazy thing? What could they possibly come up with? Put it down in the description. If Trump had a cure for cancer, how would the left retaliate against him? Because you know he would. He frees the people of Venezuela. Which before they were like, Trump's not doing enough on Venezuela and Maduro. He's not doing enough. But then he goes and gets the guy out. The people are celebrating. But what does the left do? No, he shouldn't have done that. That was illegal. He didn't tell anybody in Congress what he was doing. It doesn't matter what he does. It's always, they'll find something. They'll find something. It's insane. So now we got Somalians in downtown Minneapolis waving Somalian flags, showing up to help with the rioters and taunting the police. They have zero respect for American law. Well, look, our own leftist snowflakes don't have respect for the law. Just saying. Oops, sorry. What a retard. What a retard. I mean, Tampon Tim and them, they actually replaced the Minnesota flag to a flag that looks similar to a Somalian flag. Yeah, Tampon Tim is retarded. Oh, man. Oh, man. Conservatives are calling for the arrest of the leftist man in Minnesota who announced he's bringing guns to his next confrontation with ICE. I mean, we have to show up with guns and end this by any means necessary. So he's responding to after Goons was killed by an ICE officer because she tried to run him over with her car. She tried to run him over in his car. So holy crap. I mean, the psycho-ness never ends. And here we go.
With no cause and murdering people for trying to flee and for obeying a command to leave the area.
That didn't happen. He says she complied with obeying a command to leave the area. Does anybody remember? All you heard was, get out of the vehicle, get out of the vehicle, get the F out of the vehicle. Then you hear, baby, drive, baby, drive. No, the commands were given to her to exit the vehicle. But he says she was listening to the commands and was fleeing the area like she was told. Now, did y'all catch that?
And then shooting her in the face like that after she drops her kid off at school. We have to show up with.
So she was just innocently minding her own business. She took her kid to school. Then she shows up where ICE agents are conducting law enforcement tactical maneuvers or whatever they're doing to get illegals out, whatever they're having to be on that street, which is their business. She's there. That has no business being there. She doesn't live there. There's no reason for her to be there. There's no shopping center on that street. What the hell is she there? And what does she have? She's parked in the middle of the road blocking traffic. But she's an innocent woman who was obeying, leave the area, and just innocently just dropped her kid off and then was leaving the area like she was told. Now, either he truly believes this because he's reading TikTok. I don't know. So he's not actually sitting down and researching like, man, am I just going to be gullible and believe anything anybody tells me? Or are you going to go and research this stuff? I'm telling you, people, y'all need to start thinking for yourselves. Go research things. Find out what's fact and what's not fact.
guns. We have to. There's no other way around it. I don't care if I don't have a Minnesota carry. There's no other way.
Wait. Let's back that up.
We have to show up with guns. We have to. There's no other way around it. I don't care if I don't have a Minnesota carry permit. I'm unarmed right now, but this is the last time I show up to face these guys without a weapon.
What a retard. So this has gone viral, and this was posted 23 hours ago. Do you not think that the ICE and officials are going to go and get it? Like, if they see him, unless he's going to be wearing masks and stuff, right? The hypocrisy knows no bounds. So they're going to show up with masks, but they want ICE agents to show up to not have masks. It's completely retarded. But anyway, this guy, really?
There's no way. I got shot with a pepper ball 5 minutes after walking in here. I never laid a finger on them. I never raised a hand to them. I've only been using my voice. The time for...
Oh, okay. So was he in the street? Was he blocking the street? Was he a part of a crowd that was just being screaming and yelling, but they're blocking the road? So what have we seen, guys? People get pepper sprayed when they're blocking the roads. They're in the faces of these agents. This guy is a complete liar. He did not just get pepper sprayed for nothing. I don't believe it.
For speaking is over. The time for niceties is over. The time...
Oh, I agree. The time for nicety is over. I think Trump needs the Insurrection Act and get in there and do the Sedition Act. Get rid of Tampon Tim, all the administration. Get rid of them. Bring in the military. Boom, shakalaka, and get it done. You're right. It's time to stop playing nice because of you retards. And then I want to know how many people they rounded up. How many of them were actual citizens and residents of that area?
The time for peace is over. They fired the first shot. It is time to end this shit by any means necessary.
You're talking about, potentially going to a dark place in this country. Do you foresee...
We're there. This is the dark place. This is the dark time. We have people being sent to Salvadorian concentration camps. We got other countries being...
And they're not concentration camps, but hell yeah, I don't have a problem with you getting some illegal up that groped children, killed women, don't belong here. They're part of gangs. Yeah, scoop them up and send them to El Salvador. Hell yeah! I don't have a problem with that. Guess what? The more and more you send them there, and the more and more we see video of how those prisoners are being treated, maybe these people will think twice by coming into America illegally, because we're going to scoop you up, and that's where you're going. That's where you're going. And you might not ever get out. You might not ever get out. There might be so many people, and all they wear is white boxers and a white T-shirt. Even if they're wearing a T-shirt, I don't even think they're wearing a T-shirt. All of them. They're all men. Have y'all seen footage of it? It's insane. Good. In fact, they've cleaned up the streets in their country. They got a person in charge that knew what to do. And I think Trump needs to do the same thing. We need to have a prison just like they do. In fact, get a couple of guys from El Salvador who ran and built that prison, and bring them here, and then design one for here and run it exactly like they're not somewhere they can go out and work out, and they got a TV in their room, and then they can write letters to their family. They can have phone calls. They've got access to the internet. What the hell is happening? What is happening? You need to make prison hard. Chain gangs, send a message.
Raided for their oil. We're in the dark time. There's no way out of this. There's no voting our way out of this. We can't wait till November. There's no waiting to the ballot box. We need to get to the bullet box. That's the only way.
To the bullet box?
If there was another way, I'd be advocating for it. I've spoken peacefully. I've marched peacefully. I marched without Sharpton. I marched on...
Hey, wait a minute. You see this guy right here? Does he look like the guy in a video we played yesterday or the day before that grabbed one of the soldiers' weapon and he just poof? It was like a pepper spray grenade. It poof right in his face. It kind of looks like him.
Washington, I've been peaceful. I've acted peacefully. The time for peace is over. The time for any means necessary is right now.
I mean, that's a powerful, powerful message that you're delivering.
No, it's a retarded message, and don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
The area.
Do not listen to him if you're out there, or you will probably be killed. If Mrs. Good did not listen to her girlfriend, listen to the rhetoric left, she'd still be alive. Don't listen to these morons. You need to stay at home. If you want to protest, you protest at the ballot box. You call your local representatives, your governor, your state senators, write them letters. Get petitions going in the neighborhood. If that right, get petitions, send it to your local officials up on high up in the states of things that you would like to see changed. If you want laws changed, then you need to get with somebody to write a law and then present it to a representative or a congressman or the governor and these kinds of things. This is how you do it, people. That's how you do it. Not like, oh, we gotta get guns and we gotta stop being nice and we gotta show up because the dark time is now. What? What is this, Lord of the Rings? The dark time is now? Are you serious? Check this out. Elon Musk posted this. He says it's obviously fair and normal to ask for receipts before blindly wiring money or fraud will grow indefinitely. Infinity. Blindly wiring money or fraud will grow in infinity. Yeah. I mean, would you blindly send money to somebody? What? The blue states are suing for one reason. It's to keep the fraud going. And look, all these states have been suing Trump, and it's been going to the Supreme Court for Trump not to be able to send in the National Guard. And if y'all watch my program, you know I like to call them the militia. No, they're suing because what? They want the illegals there. Why would you stop him from coming in to help them get illegals out who are committing crimes, who are gang members? These people are dangerous and get them out of here. But nope, these blue states sue the President of the United States, his administration, to be able to not enforce the laws of the land. And this is Deputy Secretary Jim O'Neill. He says, Elon Musk was reposting his post. To prevent fraud, we ask states to provide receipts before sending taxpayer money for child care. No brainer there to me. That's no brainer. 5 blue states sued, and an activist Biden-appointed judge just ordered us to stop. No, y'all hear me talk about these black robe, tyrannical, inferior judges who were appointed by O'Biden. I said O'Biden. That's Obama and Biden together. O'Biden. I just made it up. O'Biden. These appointed Obama judges, I think they need to be investigated and they need to be impeached. That Minnesota judge who let that one Somalian go after a jury convicted him, that this judge overturned it, there's a problem. There's a big problem when we need to get rid of these judges, and I hope they do. It's because they want to keep the fraud rolling. They want that money rolling. But no, it's too late, baby. It's too late. All right, here we go. We got another leftard TikTok person.
Hi! That could have been you yesterday in Minneapolis, in case you weren't aware. That could have been you, just minding your business. and, getting your life taken away from you. That could have been you. Are you mad yet? Are you mad yet? Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Are you mad yet? Hi! That could have been you, yes.
Look at her. She could be a beautiful young woman. But look what she's done to herself. Look at the hair. Look at all the piercings on her ears, her nose. Look at the tattooing on her neck. I mean, this is what the devil does. This is what Satan does. He takes something beautiful and makes it ugly. And then he instills that this is normal. This is okay. This is acceptable. I'm here to tell you it is not. This is not acceptable. You need to open your heart to Jesus. Not to this secularism, this ideology that has been perpetrating America. You need to refuse it. You need to refuse it. You need to encourage your children. Don't do this. I think a while back, I think my kid was like wanting to do something, and I was like, that's not happening. Like, whatever kind of goofy haircut, or I don't think he wanted to dye his hair a certain color. I don't think he's asked for that. But I was like, when you're grown and gone out of the house, you do whatever you want to do, because that's on you. But as long as you're living here, there's going to be no body piercings, there's not going to be no tattooing, and there's not going to be no cray-cray hairstyles. I hate it for you. I hate it for you. And so by the time he's grown and stuff, then he'll be going, thank God you denied me of doing that. But look at this. This is so sad. It breaks my heart. I mean, because she's beautiful. But she's made herself ugly. And the things that she's saying is making herself even more uglier. I mean, I've met beautiful women, good-looking men. Like, let's just take a beautiful woman, for instance. You're like, wow, because we all like to look attractive people, and we all notice it's I guess it's just natural. I saw something that children will stare at extraordinarily gorgeous people. I think that's why we like it in our movies. We want to look at beautiful people. I don't want to look at some big, fat, nasty-looking woman or a big, fat, nasty-looking man. I just don't. That's just me, okay? I want to be entertained. I want to look at beautiful people. The beautiful people. But have you ever anybody out there ever talked to a really attractive woman, and as soon as she opens her mouth, you're like, my God, it's just instant 0 to 60. You are an ugly, heinous person. And then it all of a sudden makes you see that they start looking ugly to you. Have you ever met somebody that maybe you met them at work and you've been working with them and they weren't attractive? Let's be honest. They were not attractive at all. But as you got to know this particular person, whether it was a male or female, that their spirit was so beautiful that they became attractive in your eyes. That you don't see. Because beauty's only skin deep. And Mama used to say, and ugly's right down to the bone. But you get the point. Like, you can meet somebody, and then as you got to know them, they just become beautiful. Their spirit, they love Jesus, they love the Lord. They're just beautiful people. There you go. There you have it. Oh, crap. Black Lives Matter. Let's go.
This family should not wait for justice. And remember, we fought for Jamar Clark. We occupied a precinct for Jamar Clark. We did not get justice for Jamar Clark. But when the city burned, after George Floyd, all of a sudden there were some charges. So for those who are on the media talking about, don't burn it down, don't set it on fire, let me tell you this, we need justice and we need it now. Yeah. Because what happens after that is on your hands. All power to the people.
All power to the people. What a bunch of retards. What a bunch of retards. And it ain't because they burned down the city that these charges and stuff. I mean, I'm not going to get into the trial. Y'all have all seen it. Y'all all know the verdict. Y'all know it was all BS. It was all BS. This guy was a complete loser. He was a complete loser. And because of our lacked slap hand on the wrist laws, we got into this situation with people just like George Floyd. And now America's had enough and enough and enough. I don't know who's going to buy into this garbage because BLM has no credibility whatsoever. We know your bull crap of bringing up these stories of white officers shooting a black guy who's a criminal. Again, wrong is right and right is wrong. And this is what they do. This is what they do. So what is she? What is she reading between the lines, insinuating that, we're going to just start burning down areas and stuff? Mm-hmm. We're going to see how far that goes. All right, this video's gone long, and there's still tons of stuff I could be going over and sharing with you guys and commenting on it. But what we're going to do is we're going to follow it up with this. And this was excellent. And as this person says, I wasn't expecting this when I started looking at this video too. I was like, what? What is happening here? Now check this out. This young woman is right on.
Renee Nicole Good died being a nigger lover. She died because she wanted to protect niggers who would not piss on her if she was on fire. Anybody saying now she didn't try to run them over, you're a nigger lover. Thank you. My message to white liberals is that these people want you dead regardless. It doesn't matter. Give them everything they want. Let them scam. They still hate you.
Yeah.
They still hate white people. They hate you. Can't feel bad for these people. When you have that superiority complex, that you're a white woman saving the niggers. Ugh, I have a mission. I have to save the niggers. And the funniest thing is the very people that she was out there and got shot for are making fun of her death. They're not hailing her as a hero. Renee Nicole Good died being a nigger.
I saw some clips of the vigil they had, and somebody was commenting, and I didn't go fact check it, but I saw the picture, right? I think I had it in my video yesterday. There was a picture of some vigil people, and they all looked like white people, bunch of white people. What did she give her life for? If she's a Christian, did she give her life for Christ? What did she give her life for? Did she give her life for Christ, or did she give her life for truth and justice and for American people? Or did she give her life for criminal illegals to stay in this country who grape and murder our citizens, our innocents, pedos? You tell me. What did she give her life for? Some stupid ideology? Misled? Her leader, she was one of the sheep. And she went right over the cliff. She went right over the cliff. I don't know where this is going to go, but I would say pray for our country, pray for our soldiers, pray for the National Guard, pray for the ICE agents, pray for the police, and pray that Donald Trump and his administration have the wisdom to handle this. Give him the strength, the patience, and the wisdom, and I think he has been patient because there's been so many. He could do the Insurrection Act. He could arrest these people for sedition. I don't know what he's waiting for, but they're a lot smarter than me on how they're dealing with this. Let me know what you think. Please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment. Help get this out. When you hit like and you subscribe, it gets, I know they all say it, it does help get me in the rotation and get more eyes on my message to the world. Jesus loves you. Don't forget, and like and subscribe. And there you have it. There was a special Saturday edition show on the stupidity of the retarded people. They need to go back to retardation. They need to go back to their nation.